everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple here, and today I'm playing some more Cookie Run Kingdom for the first time in way too long. So I've wanted to play this game recently. Let me click this. I've wanted to play this game recently, but honestly, as I mentioned quite a few times in the past, there hasn't been a lot going on. There've been some videos, but there's nothing really been about updates. There hasn't really been any talk about updates, and just in general, there hasn't been much news at all. Can I upgrade this? Is that why you're giving me an error? Why does it think I'm clicking on this? I can't upgrade this, what do you know? But yeah, so today, the main reason I'm here is a little bit just to play again, but also because I believe they released the results of this. Yeah, there was the results from the 2021 end of year, 1 year with Cookie Run Kingdom survey. So I'm excited to see this. I want to talk about this, at which point we'll probably do some dark mode afterwards, and I'll probably talk about it during then. I don't believe there's anything else all that crazy going on. There's some extra Kingdom Arena things, lots of gifts, which is awesome. Yeah, so just basic stuff, because I haven't played in a while. There's obviously quite a few things going on. We'll do some things, we'll play a bit of the game, and we're still sort of just waiting for updates, unfortunately. But it's gonna come eventually. Updates will be here soon. I'm really hoping the next one is story, which lasts a long time. So we'll have to wait and see. But first, 2021, 1 year with Cookie Run Kingdom survey results. I guess it's time to do it. I really want to see what they have to say. I'm interested to see what the majority said. I didn't really get too many of you saying what you voted for it. Maybe one person did. I don't really remember. But let's take a look at the actual results. Okay, so who's your favorite cookie in Cookie Run Kingdom? So you get to see the exact percentages here, and it also shows the ones I picked. I wasn't totally disagreed with, but I was in large part disagreed with. I'm surprised Gingerbread doesn't have many. So let's look at the top ones. The top ones are obviously the legendaries and ancients. That's not surprising. And then the more newer ones. So like cotton, cocoa. I said cotton, cocoa backwards. Pumpkin pie, squid ink. Also, a lot of people like Moon Rabbit, Twisty Gummy, Red Velvet Cookie, Espresso, Staple. It's a lot of people's first. Same thing with Latte. A lot of people really liked her. It's not that surprising. Licorice did get a bit of love, and so did Raspberry. But yeah, it's mostly shows the newer cookies, and obviously the legendaries and ancients. Not surprising, it's common that a lot of people would pick those. But hey, at least two of the ones I picked were still decently high percentages. But yeah, I didn't do too much in the majority of this, but this isn't that surprising. Next question, which cookie's voice is your favorite? So I picked Pure Vanilla, obviously again, high percentage, not surprising. Raspberry, slightly higher in this overall. Newer cookies still pretty prominent, not that surprising, since the newer cookies, the good thing about them and the reason they have a bit of an advantage in this category is because the newer cookies came out after voice acting was a thing, or in the case of, I believe, Twisty Gummy, I think it was at the exact same time. So a lot of them, their voice actors could be chosen, I guess, more in advance. It's hard to know for sure how long they knew they were going to do English voice acting. Might have been a super long time. But the newer cookies, it's just, they have a better understanding of what the voice actor they were looking for, and was sort of in the design process, I think, to some degree. So that's a bit of an advantage there. And again, obviously, legendaries, ancients, not surprising in the slightest. People, for the most part, are just going to pick your favorite cookie. The fact that licorice is a little bit lower, honestly, is a bit surprising to me. Vampire, Dark Choco, really? Dark Choco, he's okay. I don't really like that one that much. Gingerbread is a bit higher here, not surprising. It's a pretty good voice actor. It's the same voice actor as Finn. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, overall, not that surprising. I'm a little surprised licorice is so low, but all the evil cookies are. I mean, yeah, like Pomegranate 0.4%. I kind of like her voice. The voice actor's pretty good for that. What was Princess's? 0.2, really? I did not like Princess's voice actor, but I know a lot of people did. Well, no, that's not true. I grew to like it more after the end of the story. I didn't like Princess Cookie's voice actor as much. Or not voice actor, but the voice as much. In my mind, she was a more aggressive, tougher character, and that sort of throws it off for me. But yeah, still pretty basic. Which two cookies do you think would enjoy each other's company the most? Okay, so a lot of people obviously picked, I'm surprised my combo wasn't picked that much. Come on, it's the two ice cookies. Why did no one pick this? Obviously, again, lots of people, legendaries, ancients. A lot of people picked cocoa. I wish they could tell you which combos for this. They just show you what was picked the most. They don't really show the combo. But yeah, like Herb's pretty prominent here, but pretty much Espresso has a couple. Probably Espresso and Latte was picked a few times. the same trends, honestly. It's like the exact same trends. Newer cookies, legendaries, and ancients, and everyone else sort of got ignored. I don't really agree with this. Like, I don't know why necessarily there's, like, I don't know the exact reasons or the exact pairings, but I sort of disagree with this one the most, simply because, why? Picking, like, I don't get why, I don't know. Again, I don't know people's reasons, it's just showing the percentages, but I find it hard to believe that people pick these cookies simply because they think they would match well together, or enjoy each other's company the most. But I don't know, I guess Pure Vanilla and Hollyberry makes sense. I could see some people doing, like, Ice Empress and Sea Fairy. Why so many Cocoa Cookie? Cocoa and Cotton, I guess, yeah, I could see them enjoying each other, so I guess that makes some sense. I don't know, it just seems a little odd to me, but I'm sure people have different reasons. If you picked some of these cookies that I'm talking about, definitely let me know why, I guess. Which cookie would you invite to the year-end party? Again, exact same things. Legendaries, ancients, new cookies. Everything else sort of fell apart except for a couple fan favorites like Espresso and Latte. Where is Latte? Yeah, Espresso, Latte are pretty high, and then a lot of the others. Mint Choco's pretty high for this, I guess because he's the singer and they sort of talk about him in the end of the year, like, stuff. That's probably why. Plus, he got the new content sort of recently. But yeah, again, it basically follows the exact same trend, but I think we're nearing the end of the cookie section. Nope, what is your favorite cookie costume? Huh. This one I find more interesting. No one picked the commons. I'm surprised by that. Like, I really am surprised no one picked the lower down costumes. I like a lot of these. Like, Purple Yam, for example, I really like his costume. The chocolate milk one's kind of cool. I really like that camouflage one for, like, Adventurer Cookie. I like a lot of these. I really like the gnome costume. I'm surprised not many people pick these. Obviously, I picked the, like, like the green and red wizard cookie. I like that one a lot. But no, not many people pick these. I mean, a couple people picked the pure vanilla one. He's actually a pretty high percentage, yeah. I wish these were ordered in percentages. I think that would be cooler to see, but fine. And then a couple people also picked Ice. What is her name? Sugar cookie, something like that. Yeah, again, a lot more in the epics here, simply because they're the rare costumes, and they do definitely look nicer, obviously. But I find it a little surprising how few people chose the smaller ones. I know they're more basic costumes, but I do definitely like them. But this one makes a bit more sense. Is there a cookie who needs a new costume right now? Pure Vanilla obviously is here. I'm surprised he's not higher. Because Sea Fairy already has one, so why on earth are you picking, like, Sea Fairy, Hollyberry? Don't pick the people that already have at least one costume. Pick the people that don't have a costume at all. No one picked Alchemist, 0.1%. She's one of the few cookies that doesn't have a costume, and they're like, no, she doesn't need a costume. Licorice has a couple too. He does have some costumes though, I just don't like his very much. But yeah, I mean, anywhere else that's a bit surprising here, massively high percentages that doesn't really make sense to me. I don't think so. Ginger Wave has some pretty high ones here, not that surprising. But yeah, no one really has all that high of a percentage. I figured the cookies that without them would have higher percentages, but it's definitely not true. It's just the exact same trend of newer cookies, legendaries, and ancients. Maybe just people like the newer cookies a lot, I don't know. I don't really know what percentage of Cookie Run Kingdom's fan base is from Cookie Run Oven Break, because if they are playing both games, I definitely see why the newer cookies would be better, because a lot of these newer cookies are brand new. Like, for example, between Malsauce and Twisty Gummy, I don't know if Twisty Gummy is from Cookie Run Oven Break, but you can see her percentages is a lot higher than Malsauce, who I know is from Cookie Run Oven Break. So I think that is a fairly common trend, but I don't know, it's sort of hard to tell. I don't really know a lot about Cookie Run Oven Break, so that's a little hard for me to tell. But yeah, overall, a little surprising to me, but not that surprising. What's your favorite episode of the story? So 12.8% said the first one, not surprising. 9% second. Mine has 5.4%. Is that the lowest one? Okay, no. Everyone hated Chapter 11. I respect everyone hating Chapter 11 or Episode 11. I definitely share that pain for all the people that did it before they nerfed it. It was brutal, and before Cocoa Cookie and all that. A lot of people like Chapter 12 and 9. I like 9 a lot. That was definitely interesting to see. I like 10 more than 9. Chapter 12 obviously was pretty cool. Was Chapter 11 or Chapter 9 the highest then? Episode 9? I don't know why I'm calling them chapters. Yeah, and I picked the second lowest one. Oh, I can't believe that. Did no one like the pomegranate story? Was that not the Tainted Forest? I need to check this now before I get back here. Tainted Forest, was that not Chapter 5? Was that not the Pomegranate one, Chapter 5? World Map, Chapter 5, Tainted Forest. This was the Pomegranate story, right? Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, this makes more sense. So my favorite... I just picked the wrong chapter. No, I like Chapter 6 a lot more. That's not as surprising, so I just messed them up. Let me go back here, back to number 6, I believe it was. 7. Yeah, so I actually meant to pick number 6, which is also one of the lowest ones. Come on. Tainted Forest, I also did kind of like. That was a bit of poison mushroom stuff. He's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised how much people like Chapter 1 and 2. I guess they were good. I don't know. I'm not that surprised about these percentages. I'm a little shocked that 5 and 6 are so low. But I guess a lot of the other ones had more things to shine, I guess. No, not that surprising. I think it's pretty normal, all of these. I sort of agree with most of these things. I find it a little funny that first chapter has the most, has the highest percentage, but I guess it makes sense. Which of the following is your favorite story arc? Okay, so Cookie of Darkness is already 80%. Pretty sure it's going to be the winner. Yeah, Cookie of Darkness. Oh, no, it didn't. A lot of people like Lantern in the Snow. Lantern in the Snow is super cool. I haven't seen all of it yet. I think I've seen 7 of 10. Super cool story. Definitely get that. Cookies of Darkness, definitely interesting. Flame of Unity, I like Paraffida Institute better because it was more quest-based, but I mean, yeah, Flame of Unity was definitely cool. I don't know, I guess Flame of Unity was better. I kind of like Paraffida Institute. It was interesting because back then I was still doing the, voiceovers, I guess. So I found that cool. Tower of Sweet Chaos obviously revealed a lot of stuff. I know a lot of people like Parfait Cookie Story. I didn't like the Tropical Soda Islands very much, but that's just my opinion. No one liked Dragon's Valley. I sort of can appreciate that. It was cool, but it wasn't that interesting. And Halloween, sure, it was recent. That's probably part of the reason. I didn't like it all that much. I found it kind of boring and random, but I get it. It was a nice one. Next question. Which cookie story would you like to see? Look at this. Okay, this is bothering me. Sea Fairy, fine, but the 3 ancients and legendaries. Which cookie stories would you like to see? We know almost everything about Pure Vanilla. We know a lot about Hollyberry Cookie Story. We know a lot about Frost Queen Cookie Story. Frost Queen, I sort of is a little bit more acceptable. Cocoa. Actually, not Cocoa. We don't know a lot about Cocoa. But Cotton, Pumpkin Pie Cookie. Again, maybe Pumpkin Pie, not so much. We know a lot about these cookies. Sorbet Shark, Squid Ink Cookie is just a cookie monster that lives in the sea. Sorbet Shark Cookie was with the pirates. Why? I don't know. It's bothering me because I feel like the same trend from all the previous ones is still here. And I really don't get it for this one. Like, what about so many of these other cookies that we know very little about their story? Like, I mean, I guess some of them are brand new, or not new, rather, or from Cookie Run Everybake, so some people know about them. But a lot of these cookies, I know very little about. Like, very, very little about their story. And they're like, nah, just show me more of the ones we already know a lot about. I personally dislike this. This is the percentage that I disagree with the most, I'd say, out of all the questions so far. This really bothers me. I think it's just people blindly picking their favorite cookies, which I think people did for a lot of these. But, I mean, I don't know, it happens, it's bound to happen. It still bothers me, though. Sea Fairy, you have the best credit. We don't really have much story for you, but for everyone else, for all the other legendaries and ancients, pick someone else. They already have story. They don't have a ton of story, necessarily, but they have a fair bit. Pure Vanilla, we basically know everything about him. And Hollyberry and Frost Queen Cookie, we know a fair bit about, which, during this opportunity, it's Snow Sugar Cookie. That sounds about right. Chapter 10, or not, Chapter 10, Episode 10. What is your favorite game mode or activity in Cookie Run Kingdom? World Exploration, 19%, not surprising. Kingdom Arena, 19%. This isn't surprising for basically, like, 2 reasons. During the time this survey was released, the game kind of had one of its more dead phases. No new content, people were bored of the old content, had finished the old story, so there wasn't a lot going on, so a lot of people won't be playing, but the people that are more into the arena, the more competitive players, are more likely to be here during this, during the questionnaire, so that's not surprising. Guild Battle, really? Who likes Guild Battle still? It's gotten really stale, we need some new bosses. Tower of Sweet Chaos, that's the one I voted for, I like that a lot. Decorating the Kingdom, not surprising. Meeting new cookies, obviously that's going to be high, lots of people like that. Not that surprising. Is producing goods and materials the lowest one? No, Super Mayhem's the lowest. I find that surprising, honestly. Why is the Super Mayhem so low, yet the Kingdom Arena so high? Do people really hate the Super Mayhem system that much? I found it a little interesting, though I guess I never play it. But that's favorite, not what you do the most, so I suppose so. But yeah, overall, I'm not that surprised with this. I agree with most of this. Obviously, Kingdom Arena I don't agree with as much, but I definitely get why it's chosen so much. Pretty good one. 3 questions to go. This is probably actually going to end up being the entire video, because I'm going into so much depth on all of these. Number 11. Which type of material is currently the scarcest? Why did 33% of people say cotton candy wool? I guess I'm not endgame. I don't use it very much. So I don't really know. Maybe it's very scarce. Jelly bean, or jelly berry and jelly beans. I don't really get that. I mean, obviously this one's kind of random. You could choose any of these, and sometimes they're the scarcest for individual players if they're not producing them as much, or if those buildings aren't high enough level and stuff like that. I picked wood because you need a stupid amount of wood, but saying that, I have 1,000 wood, only 300 jelly beans, only 200 sugar cubes, 200 biscuit flour, 392 jelly berries, 305 milk, and 103 cotton candy wool. So I guess wood's not that scarce, which is what I chose. But it's because of the auto production. I haven't been playing much. That's the main reason. Right, number 12. What would you like to see in Cookie Run Kingdom in the future? I completely forget what question 13 is, by the way. New upgrade system I chose, that's a high percentage. New minigame events. Here's my problem with people that chose this. If you go back to this one, no one liked the minigame events. The minigame events like Super Mayhem, and potentially, okay, I guess that's really the main one, Super Mayhem. But if you look at this, Super Mayhem is the lowest percentage one of anything in this. Yet 31% of people said new minigame events. You don't want to see new minigame events, quite clearly, so I have an issue with that. New production buildings, new battle modes, not surprising, more convenient decoration system. I get that. It's gotten a little bit better, but it's still kind of tricky. New guild-related content, I definitely see that. I don't bother with the guild very much, but still. And obviously new upgrade system's pretty high. My main issue is with the people that said new minigame events. Sure, minigame events sounds awesome, but you don't play the ones there already are, so why? I don't really get that, but sure, minigames are kind of cool. They definitely can be fun, but I feel like overall, I don't think 31% of people would actually play them, so hard to know. Number 13. How did you find out about Cookie Run Kingdom? Oh, I forgot about this one. 42% suggested by others around me. Yeah, that's not surprising. Through Cookie Run related social media posts, community pages, etc. That 24%, that sort of answers the question of, this is probably the people that came from Cookie Run Oven Break. 24%, almost all of them probably came from Cookie Run Oven Break. So there's I'm going to round down a bit. Let's see, 20 to 25% of players are from Cookie Run Oven Break. That's much lower than I was thinking, honestly, so that gives me a bit more information about the other things. I guess people just like the popular cookies. After seeing an ad, and by browsing my device's app store, okay. That's not surprising, it's been top charts, or in the top, 10 of the top 100 for months, so that's not that surprising. After seeing an ad, there have been a lot of ads. I now have Cookie Run Kingdom only downloaded on the device I record on, so I have other devices, and I get ads for them a lot. I definitely get it. They're kind of cool ads, I kind of like them, but there are quite a few of those. So yeah, not that surprising, suggested by others around me. That's a high percentage, though. I wasn't expecting it to be that high. Overall, though, final thoughts about everything. This is really cool. I found the whole idea behind this, and the idea that they're showing us all these percentages really fascinating. To get to let us see how a lot of the other communities feeling all at once very easily through this very simple system. Plus it allows us to share things with them. I think it's a really cool idea, and considering obviously a lot of people weren't playing the game, it's just something fun to do, something nice, a random bonus action over the holidays, I guess, and going into the new year. I think it's really cool, I think it's really nice, and I appreciate it, Cookie Run Kingdom. I appreciate it, Dev Sisters. Thanks for doing this. But overall, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Honestly, there really isn't anything else I have in mind, which is too bad, because I feel like I probably should. I feel like there should be other things I'm saying, but that really is all there is to do in Cookie Run Kingdom right now. We need some more story. Go through on your surveys, give us the story we want. Please tell me it's almost done. Give us a release date. Even if it's not for another 3 weeks, or nearly 3 weeks, give us a rough release date. Say, coming chapters 13 and 14, coming sometime in, sometime in January. Is it sometime in February? Is it is it not ready yet? Let us know. I'd like a bit more information. I do appreciate the rapid updates. They do a really good job of producing a lot of updates. I should switch back to the main one here. But I really would appreciate a little bit more update transparency. I get it, they want to, I guess, kind of minimalize hype. It's a smart tactic, but I feel like it would be nice to have a better idea of when updates are coming. Me personally, I find out about updates and check on updates through the YouTube channel. I like the videos a lot. I know sometimes they release things on like different like Dev Sister or like websites or forums or Reddits and stuff like that sooner. I appreciate the video format more, plus it comes with the trailers. But yeah, I just feel like I wanted to mention that because I think it's a way a lot of people get their information, and it would be nice to know when updates are coming. Though again, there's very slim odds that any Dev Sister employee is watching this, but if they are, thanks for watching, I guess. Feel free to share some suggestions, but yeah. I appreciate you all for watching, not just any Dev Sister employees. Consider giving the video a like if you did enjoy it, obviously. Definitely share your opinion. Did you disagree with me? Were you like, that's not fair? I picked Pure Vanilla costume needs a new costume the most, or not Pure Vanilla. I picked, Seafaring needs a new costume the most because this. Feel free to share your opinion. I'd be interested to know again, obviously, just because I can see the whole groups. Definitely let me know what you think. And for, in particular, the one where it said which, like, cookies would enjoy their company the most. If you pick some of these higher percentage cookies, who do you pair them with? I really want to know. Because it's honestly, I find it a little hard to... I feel like people just pick the cookies they like the most. Same thing with the costumes to some degree, but let me know. If you picked one of these more popular cookies, who did you pair them with? But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!